noticed my skin started rotting, and a hook grew out of my palm. I grabbed scissors and cut the hook off right away. Then I quickly changed clothes and rushed to the hospital to see a doctor. But when I took off my mask, the doctor thought I'd caught a dangerous virus. She shouted and called guards to arrest me. I had no choice but to run away. The guards chased me non-stop, so I hid inside a room. Right then, sharp spikes sprouted from my palms. I used these spikes to climb up the walls and escape the guards hunting me. When I got home, I could feel my mutation getting worse inside my body. A stranger called my phone and said he could cure me. I decided to meet him. Minutes later, special forces surrounded my house and dragged me to a jail cell. While locked up alone, my neck started itching badly. I scratched it casually, and my ear fell off completely. Yet the very next second, a brand new ear grew back. I was terrified. What kind of monster was I turning into? Soon after, businessman York walked into my cell. It turned out he was the man on the phone who claimed he could heal me. After seeing my terrible condition, York gave me a full body check at once. My body was already mutating rapidly and I needed surgery immediately. The experiment began shortly after. I was locked inside a sealed lab, outside the glass. I heard York talking to his investors. He planned to use me as a test subject for human experiments. Thanks to my enhanced mutated hearing, I learned he'd lied to me. I slammed myself angrily against the glass window, but he gassed me with toxic fumes and knocked me unconscious. Next, 2 lab workers got ready to dissect my body. At that moment, my powers suddenly awakened. I knocked both men to the ground. I grabbed one worker's hand to unlock a secret door and ran down to the basement, but the other guards chased me down right after. The next moment, I reached the bottom of the basement. By accident, I met a crucial person, a biochemist researching sedatives. This doctor was also being held captive by York because he refused to hand over his formula. Since York was our shared enemy, the doctor and I quickly formed an alliance and snuck deeper into the lab. There, I finally learned the whole truth. The sedative contained dragonfly genes. I'd accidentally drunk the drug, which caused all my body mutations. The scientist knew if this formula fell into York's hands, it would lead to total disaster. That's why he kept the final upgraded formula safe. We chose to risk everything and escape, but we hadn't run far when barbed wire blocked our path. I no longer feared my mutation. I used the hook on my arm to smash the fence open. We both ran for our lives until we were cornered on a big bridge. Our hunters caught up right behind us. The doctor thought he would only slow me down. He handed me the upgraded drug formula and told me to find his professor to finish the final research. I promised him I would, then jumped safely off the bridge. 1 year later, a woman with huge wings appeared on a rooftop. That was me, after completing my ultimate evolution.
I stuck my hand straight into boiling water and pulled out a cooked egg without any pain. My stepdaughter Susan saw it, but what happened next shocked her even more. I opened the hot oven and took out a blazing roast with my bare hands. Susan could barely believe her own eyes. After finishing dinner, I even took out a car battery and secretly ate it. The next morning, while I washed dishes, Susan told her father Jack everything she had witnessed. She suspected I was an alien, but Jack loved me deeply and refused to believe her. He insisted on marrying me. One day when Jack left for work, I talked to the smart home assistant and ate 3 whole batteries because I was extremely hungry. Susan saw this and called Jack. She lied and said the house was on fire to lure him back home. Jack rushed back only to find there was no fire at all. He scolded Susan for lying, which left her upset. Susan ran out of the house angrily. Jack and I hurried to chase after her. Susan ran so fast that she almost got into a car crash. I had no choice but to use my alien powers to save her. At that moment, Jack finally believed everything his daughter had said. The rescue completely changed how Susan felt about me. But Jack felt a little sad. He never imagined his wife would be an alien being. I had to tell him the whole truth. 3 days earlier, Jack sent a signal into outer space using lightning. Something unexpected went wrong, and the signal hit my home planet instead. It brought huge disasters to my world. The elders of my planet sent me to Earth to find a way to save our home. Jack felt helpless knowing this. All of a sudden, a flash of lightning lit up the sky. Electric current surged between Jack and me. Jack stared at the metal button on his chest and immediately realized this metal button had altered the signal's path. We got ready to head to a research institute right away. Before we left, the smart assistant told me a secret. Once I saved my home planet, I would have to destroy the Earth. I could not understand this order at all, so I left the smart assistant behind at the house. Jack and I rushed to the research institute quickly. However, the smart assistant copied my voice and tricked Jack's brother Ron into bringing it to the institute too. Meanwhile, Jack launched the corrected signal once more and successfully removed the disaster threatening my planet. Right then, Ron arrived at the institute with the hidden smart assistant. After Jack learned the assistant planned to wipe out Earth, he tossed it into a plastic tube to stop its plan for good. The council from my alien planet appeared again, determined to destroy Earth. I tried my best to explain everything and shared all my warm memories on Earth with the council. They understood the planet disaster was just an accidental mistake made by Jack. They canceled the order to destroy Earth. I had fallen in love with Jack, so I chose to stay living on Earth. Ron, who had been watching everything quietly, was deeply fascinated by alien life. When a beautiful alien woman stepped out of the spaceship, Ron said he wanted to show the aliens all the wonders of Earth. The Alien Council welcomed Ron to visit their world. It was truly a fairy tale happy ending.
Spin ka panashi makhj zama pat spin ka panashi sabar ba mizrasta da didan shi sabar ba mizrasta da didan shi makhj zama pat spin ka panashi makhj zama pat spin ka panashi sabar ba mizrasta da didan shi sabar ba mizrasta da didan shi sabar ba mizrasta da didan shi makhj zama pat spin ka panashi makhj zama pat spin ka panashi sabar ba mizrasta da didan shi sabar ba mizrasta da didan shi sabar ba mizrasta da didan shi makhj zama pat spin ka panashi makhj zama pat spin ka panashi sabar ba mizrasta da didan shi sabar ba mizrasta da didan shi مې په پښتنه ولې ناراضي اوس مې په پښتنه ولې ناراضي اوس مې په پښتنه ولې ناراضي اسې به خراب د مینې خوان شي صبر به مې زړه ستا د دیدن شي مخ چې زما پټ په سپین کفن شي مخ چې زما پټ په سپین کفن شي صبر به مې زړه ستا د دیدن شي صبر به مې زړه ستا د دیدن شي دې برباد عبدل زرین کړما اسې دې برباد عبدل زرین کړما اسې دې برباد عبدل